So,
All right.
headed to Spain, what are you hoping to see out of your team out there?
I'm just really excited to see all the new kids play. I mean, I think we know what we have coming back, some proven players, but with 7 freshmen and 2 transfers, that's a lot of new faces and a lot of different combinations. So I think just to see them under the lights a little bit against different competition, I think it's going to be really exciting and something I'm looking forward to.
Lexi was saying because there are so many, new players, but there's also great competition at literally every spot. What's it like to have that kind of depth this season?
Well, we haven't had it yet. So, I think it's been great in practice. It's made the practices really spirited. You can sustain an injury or 2 in practice, a nagging injury or whatever, and still have a lot of people that can step in and play. I think they're smart players, so they understand there's competition, and so you're usually getting everybody's best.
After some summer workouts, do you feel like you know what you have with your team yet, or where are you kind of in reading what you have with your team?
Getting an idea, yeah. Some players have stepped up into leadership roles that I wasn't expecting. A couple of the freshmen are a little better defensively than I thought. We kind of knew what we had athletically, but there are been a couple of surprises, and I think one, I guess I could name names. I think Morgan Yeager, the young lady from Australia, the freshman, she is a tremendous talent. There's no doubt about it. She can really play, and we'd only seen her on film, so we hadn't seen her live before, and so that was a big surprise.
So 2 of your best returning players are guards, and now you have like 8 guards on your roster. What is that position like for you as a coach?
Options. Gives you options, and I think as a coach, that's what you always want, is the ability to go to somebody else if something's not working. So, this trip could not come at a better time with all these new faces that we have. We'll be ahead of the game. We're going to be, by the end of this trip, maybe where we might be in early November, typically. And, you don't want to have these same kind of growing pains once the season starts. And so I think we can get some of that out. And just as important, the bonding that's taken place. They're really getting to know each other, and, chemistry, that kind of bonding is every bit as important as anything you do on the court.
When you talk about what, Megan has, not played a game since she was being recruited out in Nebraska, is she pretty antsy just to line up and play against someone that's not her teammate?
Yeah, no doubt. And, she really competes. It's been great to have her. Now we have 2 point guards running each squad in practice. So, how that's super valuable. She is competitive. She's been a great leader. I think she's a good role model for the young point guards that we have on the roster. She's been terrific.
What did she do for you guys last year? I know she didn't play, but what did she do for you guys behind the scenes that people didn't maybe?
Well, she was a great dresser on the bench, no doubt about that, but a great cheerleader, has a good head for the game. I mean, she understands, and I thought she coached some of our players, as they would come off. She, had good things to say. She is just, she's the ultimate competitor. She truly is, and I'll tell you, we would have been a much different team last year if we would have had her. You don't want to look back, but if we would have had her at the point, just to give us a few minutes here and there to spell poor Maite, who's playing 40 minutes a game, it would have made us a lot different, a lot better.
Are you close to being able to announce your non-conference schedule yet?
Yeah, we are only a contract or 2 away, but yeah, we've got, we're going to Hawaii. I think you've already put that out there, and yeah, we've got some good teams coming in. Can I leak Michigan State?
Well,
I figured I'd give them. We've got Michigan State coming here right before Thanksgiving, and it'll be challenging. There's no doubt it'll be a step up in the non-conference, and we're still not where we want to be, but we're a young team. We have 10 freshmen and sophomores, and and you throw in Megan, who's never played a Division I game. That's 11 players who have 1 year or fewer under their belt. That's pretty young. Lexi Bando is our senior player, and she's a junior. So, it'll be fun, you guys. This is a really talented group, really athletic, really long. I'm like the 5th tallest, I think, in the group. So that's a good thing.
When you talk about, Xavi went out to go recruit this summer, and Mark was able to stay here with the team. Do you think that was key to, having your associate head coach, your number 2, here for a while, and having Xavi go out and, find
Yeah,
future ducks?
the one thing is the way the rules read, and we, obey the rules. Mark couldn't coach. He could be here and make sure everything was set, but he couldn't do any coaching. But just the fact that he was here was, yes. I mean, that makes a big difference. Everybody respects Chavi, obviously, but it's different when Mark's here and around. And it also gave Chavi a good, some good experience on the road because he wants to be a coach, and he got to network a little bit. So, yeah, it was a win-win all the way around.
What are you most excited for about the trip to Spain? I know, Lexi was saying you're going to be able to see Xavi's hometown, and, Maite's going to be able to take you guys around a little bit.
Yeah, that's great. My family's going with, so that'll be fun. It'll be a nice some family time. But you guys, I'm the coach. So to me, it's the basketball that's going to be the most important. I mean, I've been to Europe several times. I've been to all the churches and seen a lot of the sites, the museums. Okay, that's great. But to me, it's the basketball I think is going to be really fun. And just being able to hang around the team. But this should be a great cultural experience for each and every one of them. Because a lot of them have never been out of the country. And so this is a first. And I'm sure they're a little apprehensive, but it makes a difference when you're with your team.
How's your Spanish?
Well, it used to be pretty good. I could sell green chili cheeseburgers, in New Mexico, but a reference that might be lost on some here. But yeah, it's okay. It's good enough. Yeah, I'll get by. I'll have my needs met, the basic necessities, right? I know I can order food, and I can find the bathroom, and I can, that kind of stuff.
Can you give us that? How to sell the green chili cheeseburger?
You haven't seen my ad?
No, I haven't.
Oh, yeah, I used to do advertisements for Wendy's when I was in New Mexico as a lobo. So they were a little bit spicy. Poquito picoso.
Are you?
Yeah, that's
That's good.
a joke falls really flat when nobody understands context. Well, maybe the delivery wasn't really good.
It was good.
So you can look it up. It's online somewhere. Yeah, I had hair.
I'm really hungry now.
I was skinny. I will tell you this, though, there is nothing better than green chili, true Hatch green chili on a hamburger. It's something. So.
The Kelly Graves special.
Yeah. You guys, I got paid in a Wendy's Gold. I had a gold card. And as a college student, are you kidding me? So I got free Wendy's anywhere in New Mexico that I went. And so it was 6 days a week I was eating at Wendy's. That's gold. You can't beat that. Yeah.
Are you a fan of the new social media rules that have been instituted by the NCAA for coaches?
I am, and it's not that big a deal. We're not gonna. Well, obviously we can't comment. We can only favorite and like and those kind of things, but we're not gonna do that very often. I'm not going through every recruit we have and favoriting everything they say. That's a little overkill. We'll keep it pretty light.
Do you think it just gives coaches an advantage, though, or what's your take on it?
If a young lady is looking at which coaches are favoriting everything that they do, it's probably not somebody you want in your program anyway. If they're that high maintenance or that narcissistic, then it's probably not going to work in a team concept. That's my belief. I might be completely wrong on that, but I haven't worried about it too much. Yeah.
As far as the basketball overseas, how do you go about scouting your competition, and have you done that yet?
Not worried about it. Okay. Yeah, just really worried about our team. We'll just go do the best that we can and let the chips fall where they may. I've been kind of looking at some of the other scores from some of the other teams that are touring. And even though they might not be playing the same teams we are, you can kind of get a gauge. So I think if we play, good basketball, we're going to be fine pretty much in every game.
So do you have video access to any of the
No.
teams at all? Yeah,
No.
so just
I haven't even taken any
show up
video
and
of
play?
ourselves. Yeah. Yeah, we'll show up and play. Yeah, we have one doubleheader, which some people I think have concerns over. I don't. We have 13 players who are eligible to play, and that's plenty of players.